Hey everybody, Mr. Yates here, your school counselor at Cooper Academy. We are really excited to start welcoming students back to Cooper physically on campus. We can't wait to see all of your faces and to be able to spend time with you in person. But before we do that, I wanted to make sure that those of you that are not familiar with our campus, because you haven't actually been on site physically, get a chance to kind of see the campus before we start school on the 6th. So today what we're going to do is go through this virtual campus tour that I put together. I will put a link to the campus tour for you kind of on the side here, and you can go check it out on your own. It is a 360-degree tour, so you can see I just went through and took a 360-degree picture at different places on campus, and I'll narrate this one, but you are more than welcome to go check it out on your own and to go explore campus if you would like to. So we're going to start here at the front of the school. This right here that you're looking at is the front gate. When you come to Cooper on the 6th, you will get dropped off either in the front of the school right here and come through this front gate, or at the back of the school where our buses are going to drop off, which I'll show you toward the end of this. When you walk in, the first building that you're going to see is our cafeteria. Now, the cool thing about this is our cafeteria floor has been completely redone. When I took these photos, unfortunately, they were still working on it, so we're not going to go into the cafeteria today. But you will get a chance to go in there for lunch and check out our brand new floors. So when you walk into school, you're going to walk up this main hallway, and this hallway goes all the way from the front of the school all the way to the back, which you can barely see right now, to our gym. So what we're going to do is make our way up the hallway by clicking these arrows, and this is going to take us right into the place between the cafeteria, which you'll see there's a door on the right here and a door on the left that you can go in. You'll also see the teacher's lounge door. And if we keep going up this hallway here, on the left-hand side, we're going to make a little turn, and that's going to take us to the front office. So you'll be able to see right here these double doors. We were in this hallway on the left, we kind of came around here, and now we'll be able to go into the front office here, or on the other side, you can go into B3, which is where we have our counseling center. So we'll start in the front office. We're going to actually go inside by clicking this little arrow here. And if you need anything, if you have questions about anything, if you need to drop off any paperwork, if you have questions about your classes, or you need to make a phone call, this is kind of your one-stop shop for getting help at Cooper. We have Ms. Bueno, who sits at this desk to the right here, and then we have our homeschool liaison, Ms. Crystal, and then we have our attendance person, Ms. Candace. And to the left here, through this door, this is our nurse's office. So if you need anything from the nurse, you can always come in here and she'll be there to help you with whatever you need. And then back down this hallway to the right here, you won't be able to see it all the way, but if you go down this hallway, you'll find our principal, Ms. Abel, our vice principal, Ms. Rodriguez, and our GLA, or our another administrator, Ms. Tehran. All of their offices are down the way here. So again, if you need anything, you definitely want to come into the office and ask for whatever help you may need. Now, again, when I did this tour, they were doing some work on campus, so I didn't take a picture inside of our counseling center. But if you need help while you're on campus, if you're struggling, if you're having some anxiety or feeling like you need somebody to talk to, this is the door you want to come in right here. It says B3 at the top. It is our counseling center. More often than not, you'll hear people just call it B3 because that's the room number. But I'm in there, your school counselor. We also have our school social worker. We have our restorative practice counselor. And then we have Ms. Cooper, who works for us during the day and also runs our after-school program. So lots of people in that room that are there to help you. Now, if we spin all the way around here, you're going to see we're back in the center hallway. And if you keep going down this hallway, if you're looking right now, if you go all the way straight down the hallway, that's where you're going to find our music classes. So you'll be able to see your 6th, 7th, and 8th grade music classes are all the way down at the end of the hall. These first sets of doors are the cafeteria doors, and that's where you will go in for lunch. But if you keep going down that hallway, you will find our music classes. All right, we are going to go back into the center hallway, and we're going to keep moving through campus here. Okay, so you'll notice we're still in the A wing, because this is B3, right, the counseling center. And if you look at the top here, one of the cool things that is going on in our campus is at the top of all the hallways, it tells you where the classes are. So it says if you turn left, you'll find the office. If you turn right, you're going to find A1, 2, and 3, which are all of our music rooms. So remember I said the first set of doors is to go to the cafeteria, and if you headed all the way down that hallway, you would get to A1, A2, and A3. So we call this the A wing, okay, because it's the A hallway for all of the A classrooms. We're going to now move on to the B wing. So again, you'll notice B wing, if you turn left, you get B1, 2, 3, and 4. If you turn right, you get B5 through 9. So this is B5 through 9 are down this hallway, and if we turn left, then that's where you get B1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? If you're going to enter B3 for the counseling center, you want to do it on the other end of the hallway. This side of the hallway is just for classrooms, so science classrooms are down there, and a lot of our 6th grade classrooms are down this B wing too. All right, you'll notice on the ground here that there is a paw and an arrow. So as you're walking through campus, you want to follow the directions of the paw. So the way we're going right now, it would be important for us to walk on the right side of the hallway because we're going up the hall. And you'll see over here, if we were going back down the hallway or out toward the front gate, there's an arrow and a paw going that way. So these hallways are 2-directional, but that middle line, the yellow line, divides it. So much like a road, right? Cars are only going on one direction on either side. So that's how we want traffic to move in the hallways also. You'll also find at the end of every hallway, there's a bathroom. So this first hallway has the girls' bathroom, the next one will be boys, and every other one is either girls' or boys' restroom. When we get back to campus, it's likely going to be a rule that only 2 to 3 students are able to use the restroom at all times. So we're going to need everybody to make sure that they are observing that rule and they're helping us keep everybody socially distanced and safe. Likewise, in the hallway, the 6-foot rule applies, as well as masks. Anytime you're on campus, it's important that you have your mask on and that you have it on the right way, that it's covering your mouth and your nose, okay, as well as making sure that you are 6 feet from any other person around you. That's going to be important that all of us make sure we're following those rules so that we can keep everybody safe. All right, let's move on to the C wing. Okay, so the C wing, you'll notice, okay, same thing, C1 through 5 on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, up on the ceiling there, it says C6 through 10. Okay, so all of your classes will be in either the A, the B, the C, or the D wing, and then your PE classes will actually be out in the E wing. You'll also notice at the C wing, this actually goes out to our East field, and we'll be talking about that. That's where you're likely going to spend most of your time during lunch, out on the East field. All right, let's go to the D wing. Now the D wing has a combination of classrooms. On this side, it's D1, 2, and 3. Those are both art classes. And on the right-hand side is D4 through 10 and E5 through 9. So E5 through E9, those are after-school program rooms. So if you are eventually going to be an after-school program, you would go down the D wing actually to get to those rooms. Or a lot of our 8th grade classes, Spanish and 8th grade English, are down this D hallway here. The other thing that is down our D wing is our really awesome library. So we're actually going to go inside and take a look at our library right now. And there's 2 spots in here where I took a picture so you can see some different things. So the first one here is kind of our reading area. You can see we have tons of books and we also have a lot of really great places to read. So now obviously social distance rules will apply to this. So this may look a little bit different when you get to Cooper, and the access to the library may be limited initially, but just wanted to kind of show you what all of your options are and make sure that if you are a reader or you're interested in becoming a reader, let you know you got plenty of options in the Cooper Library. The other great thing that we have at our school is access to technology. So we have a big, huge computer lab that students are welcome to use. And students come in here and use the computers for various things. They work on projects. They are able to play games depending on their grades. They type up reports or work on homework. Okay, lots of things that you may need the computer for. You can come in here and you can use our computer lab. And you can see we have dozens of computers available to students. All right, we're going to make our way back out of the library here and back into the D wing. Okay, so now we're still in the center hallway. We just came from the library on the left there. Now we're going to go all the way back to the back of campus, and we're going to be at our gym. This is where our PE classes happen. Now with COVID, right? I don't know that you guys are going to necessarily be in the gym, but when school gets started regularly and we're all back to normal, you'll be using the gym, you'll be using the locker rooms. On the right-hand side here, just past the gym doors, you'll see that's the girls' locker room. On the left-hand side, that's the boys' locker room. Now, normally this big old, they call it a C train, isn't back there. Okay, when I took the picture, they were doing some work, so that's why that's there. But before we go into the gym, I also want to show you, let's go out here. We'll look at the basketball courts and the tennis courts that are available. So we have basketball courts. These are usually used by our after school program. And then on the other side of the basketball courts, you can see some tennis courts here. And this is where our tennis team practices and where we play games. And then back on this side, you can see some of our e-classrooms. So your PE teachers, Ms. Broadley, Mr. Beck, and Mr. Wheaton, their classrooms are right here, E1, E2, and E3. So if you have PE, these are where you're going to come to their classrooms. And then when you're doing PE, you would go over here to either the girls' locker room, or you would go over on the other side to the left there to the boys' locker room. All right, let's go check out the gym because our gym is super cool. So this is the Cooper Gym where we play volleyball, we play basketball, we hold all of our rallies, we do lots of really fun activities, and you can see it is a pretty awesome place to be. The other cool thing about our gym is if we go back here through this door, we actually have a weight room. So this is where like our football team and some of our other athletes, they work out. When you come for PE, they will teach you how to kind of create your own workout plans. So this is a really great resource for our Cooper students to use. Lots of good equipment. You want to stay healthy, if you want to get in shape, this is definitely the place to be. All right, we are going to head out of the gym and we are going to go to the Amphitheater, which is another really great space on campus. And this is an outdoor space where we have performances. We do music out here. We've done karaoke. We do games and activities. Just a really great outdoor space for our students to kind of spend some time. You'll notice to the left of the amphitheater is an outdoor basketball court. So that's where you can play basketball at lunch or after school, kind of hang out there. To the right of this, you see the sand volleyball pit. So we do sand volleyball at lunch from time to time. And right, that big purple door, kind of right in the middle there is our leadership room. So it's where all of our leadership students are at and where a lot of our awesome events happen. And then if we spin around here, we can see this is now what we call the West Field. So it's hard to see from this perspective, but if you look straight ahead through those trees, that's actually our softball diamond. And then to the right, past this blue trash can, you can see our baseball diamond. And then if you look a little bit further to the right, you can't really see the gate, but back there, that is the back of the school. So this is where students who are bus riders, that's where you will come into Cooper, is from this back gate. When we go to lunch, this is going to be the area that we spend most of our time, is out on this field and on the amphitheater and kind of down, we call this Cooper Lane right here. So this whole outdoor area is where we're going to be spending our time at lunch. And then all of your classes happen inside those buildings. And you can see the baseball field here a little bit better. Kids like to play soccer and football and all kinds of stuff out on this big, you can get a better view of our softball diamond there. Okay, I know this is not the same thing as being on campus, but we try to do the best we could to give you kind of an overview of what Cooper looks like and hopefully get you a little bit more familiar with it before you show up on April 6th or on April 13th. We're looking forward to seeing you all. We miss you. We love you. Take care of yourself. Stay healthy, and we will see you all very soon.